What's up, YouTube? It's Manhoy, the Wisconsin guy, and I'm going to begin to bring you a series of deck analyses of matchups. I'm going to do this one on Blackwings versus Zombies, which these two decks have seemingly, to me at least, and in Columbus, been taking over as far as the meta goes. Lightsworn and Twilight have been phasing out along with Ryan Spicer's Chaos deck. They're not seeing as much play anymore, and Zombies, more so than Blackwings at least, is taking over the metagame. Uh, Zombies versus Blackwings is a matchup that is generally favored in Blackwings' favor, about 60 to 40. Certain variants of zombie decks take advantage of this fact that Blackwings runs this guy, Royal Oppression, which in Blackwings, if you're drawing this card on turn 1 or 2, and you are using it to effectively stop a synchro summon from the zombie player, more often than not, you are going to win the game. Because zombies, they don't have any general monsters that can just get through Circo or Sure. The three big variants of zombies right now are the deck that my team has been running, Dead Spam, Diva Zombies, and the deck that Dale and Lazaro ran in Columbus, which I'll affectionately call Lazaro Zombies. Start with Dead Spam. Its matchup against Blackwings is much closer to the 50-50 line, as it means a playset of Armageddon Knight and a playset of Necrogardenas. So, your first turn at least, you are probably going to Armageddon Knight into a Necrogardener, and if you have backup, such as Kayeth, you can effectively kill their Whirlwind, remove their monster from the field while placing your own monster that they have a hard time getting rid of unless they have a Kalut or Book of Moon, or they have to waste an Icarus attack on it. Which, in this matchup, Icarus attack generally isn't that big of a card, because most Blackwing players will use it to destroy face-down monsters. Like, they'll hit a face-down monster and face-down magic and trap, and they'll just kill your Goblin Zombie, or your Mizuki, and you'll just remove it, or you'll search for a different card with it, and you'll have +1 on them. Another one of the zombie decks is Diva Zombies. It really is more in Blackwing's favor. It is about a 60-40 matchup for Blackwing, because they are incorporating much heavier on the Synchro Summon mechanic. So they pack the double Divas, and some of them are in Krebins. So they are much more susceptible to Book of Moons and cards like the aforementioned Royal Oppression. I think the best matchup against Blackwings of all the zombie decks is probably Lazaro Zombies, which is why Dale and Lazaro chose to run it. They're remaining one-ofs, such as Tragodia, Dust Tornado, Phoenix Wind Blast, Solemn Judgment, and even Deep Prison. Deep Prison obviously stops the battle slightly. Tragodia is an odd but a good choice that has been gaining a lot of popularity in the metagame currently, because especially in zombies against Blackwings, if you get out Tragodia while you have 4 cards in hand, Blackwing is going to have to drop at least 2 Kaluts to get over the Tragodia, or waste one of their very, very few main deck pieces of removal, such as Icarus attack, which you can just Solemn or My Body as a shield. And it allows you to discard dead cards in your hand, or not dead cards, but cards that are less effective in your hand, such as Mizuki. So if you have Tragodia on the field, you can just pitch the Mizuki and take their Shura. And this leaves them with much more limited options. Because if you only have Tragodia on the field, and you do this, and they try to Icarus, they now have to destroy one of their other cards on the field in addition to the Icarus and the Shura that they're getting rid of. It also takes advantage of the fact that Oppression shuts it down by maining a Dust Tornado and a Wing Blast. Although obviously Dust Tornado is almost exclusively for Royal Oppression, or in this matchup at least. Wind Blast is a highly versatile card that can spin Black Whirlwinds or summoned Blackwing monsters, which is kind of good against Blackwing. If you can disrupt their tempo, generally you can beat it, or you can at least play around it to the point where you're in control and should be able to beat them. Some of the other highlights of this matchup is that if Blackwing starts first with a Black Whirlwind, Zombies is going to have a hard time coming back from that, because the advantage gained by a Black Whirlwind play is usually pretty big, especially turn 1 Black Whirlwind and Shura. It hurts Zombies a lot. Another thing that creates Blackwing's positive matchup in this game is this guy, Kalut. Zombies is then forced into bad trades in the battle phase, which isn't really what Zombies thrives on, and it can often lose the game for them. They also, when Royal Oppression gets placed onto the field, the reason it almost always loses is because Blackwing does have that card, Kalut, and they also have Shura and Sirocco, which, as you should know, 1800 or 2000 is bigger than any normal summon zombie. Mizuki only hits 1700, and some of the decks don't main 3 Kai's like Dead Spam do to take advantage of that fact. So you kind of get hurt pretty badly unless you can remove that Royal Oppression from the field. Some of the things that Zombies does have going for it is that it's maining magic-based removal, like lightning vortexes and such. So it can proactively get rid of the cards that Blackwing is putting on the field, that they already get onto the field. Whereas Blackwing has to waste Icarus attacks, and that kind of harms their own tempo. Although I'm not saying Icarus deck is bad, because that card is beyond amazing. Side decking in this matchup, Blackwings has a slightly tougher time than Zombies. Zombies can side in more magic and trap based removal, and this is not good for Blackwings. Blackwings gets a harder time. Blackwings can side in Royal Oppressions, or more Royal Oppressions, more like skill drain based cards. But this doesn't help against Zombies as much, because once Zombies removes those cards from the field, they can just take complete advantage of the game, and they can even win in one turn, which is something that, although Blackwings can accomplish, it's not nearly as easy. I guess that's it for the matchup. I may do some videos about how to play each of these decks separately, and I'm definitely going to do some deck profiles on the other 2 big zombie decks. But later tonight, I'll probably profile Blackwings, because that's been what I was playing the last local. I'll probably play it for another local or 2, so if you want to get an idea how to play that pretty well, take a watch. Thanks for watching this video.